Hello, Irregular Nation, and what is going on? And welcome to an irregular rant. Use the wrong hand. You can't see that shit when it's off screen. Tiki tiki. With me, the Irregular Neil. Yeah. So as everybody knows, that watches me, I've started putting my segments that I record, such as irregular rants, irregular thoughts, TV movie trailer reactions, all that kind of stuff. I throw them into my irregular Real Talk live streams. And then I also have the irregular Beer House live stream, and that's something totally different. Then pretty soon I'm going to do like a Q&A kind of thing, all that kind of stuff. I always got my brain going. I'm always trying to give everybody as many different things as possible. You know, entertainment is key to me. But as you saw Evil Monkey pointing that shit right there, having trouble with the camera tonight. Sorry, guys. WB. I mean, shit. What hasn't many YouTubers and DC fans already said? I mean, there's nothing that I'm going to say in this video that's groundbreaking. Okay. I get pissed just like all you guys do. And it's getting a little bit ridiculous now. I mean, you've seen all the the side jabs, the uppercuts that WB's been throwing at the movement, at Zack Snyder, more importantly at Zack Snyder. I mean, when it comes to us fans, I mean, it's like, all right, yeah, they don't really give two shits about us anyway. So it's always going to be what it is when it comes to us. But what they continue to do to this director is, it's insanity. It's real fucking insanity at the end of the day. And now with the most recent news, what came out yesterday, I mean, really, at the end of the day, I mean, we're going to dive into this, guys. I mean, but they constantly keep trying to do this to us.
Come on, go! Oh!
They keep giving us those 1-2s, man. They want to keep gut punching as much as they can. And it's kind of pitiful at the end of the day. All of a sudden, you release a trailer. We're only 8 weeks out, maybe 7, whatever the timeline is. I'm pretty sure it's 8 weeks. We're 8 weeks out of the Snyder Cut releasing. And it's done nothing but trend number one. You've had nothing but positive outpour for the movie. And yet you still want to throw shade and you still want to take a giant shit on it. And it's like, wow. And now you release a trailer for Anal League, as I like to call it. It is fucking called Anal League. Anal League. Josh, however the fuck you say it, Whedon's cut of the movie that came out in 2017, and it was pure garbage. Pure garbage. I remember seeing it in theater and just scratching my head. I'm like, what am I watching? I'm like, this ain't Zack Snyder. This is weird. And then, of course, we all know the story. Everybody knows the fucking story. And that was a real low-class move. I mean, what did you hope to gain from this? Why would you even release a 4K version of a movie that everybody calls garbage? I call it Anal League. That's what it is to me. It is god-awful. There's nothing good about it. There's just nothing good about it. And so you have this, you don't even want to talk about the success of the Snyder Cut. You've seen shaded articles come out saying that it didn't do as well as they wanted it to, it didn't gain subscriptions, it didn't do this, yada, 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 fucking yada. Okay? Look. The fact of the matter is that when this whole fucking movement started 4 years ago, 5 years ago, even now, it did nothing but bring positivity for the fandom. Okay, you were fighting for something that everybody knew existed, even though they were told it didn't exist the entire time. And then look at what we got: the fabled Snyder Cut that was never made, never done, blah blah blah. Right? Really? So when you remember all that, you remember all the articles, you remember all the people telling you it didn't exist, going on like big names and I guess big names in comic news, I guess you could say, because at the end of the day, we're all insignificant fucking human beings. Okay, you're gonna live, you're gonna die. Get over it. Enjoy what you have when you're here. Stop being fucking assholes about everything. That's what I always say. I mean, Jesus Christ. So many people are always just so fucking crying about stuff. Crying. Fans fighting with fans about which comic this is better, which comic that's better. Our studio does it better than your studio. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up. Everybody shut up. Seriously. I mean, it's just like every time I start hearing everybody yap, I'm just like, just everybody right now.
Could you please shut up? And that goes for all you. I can't listen to you for one more damn second.
Honestly, I can't even listen to this shit anymore. It's gotten to an all new low when it comes to this. You're seeing a studio, and when you say that, you're like, oh, fuck WB, fuck Warner Brothers. Look, it's certain people at Warner Brothers that need to fucking go, right? We all know that. Sarny Tits, Hamada, Emmerich, Geoff, they all need to the fuck out. Okay, they all suck. They hate Zack Snyder. That's pretty much what you see. It took the parent company, AT&T, and then also, guys, the whole tree of management for this whole thing. Like, yes, this is a rant, but I'm also going to be a little logical too with this. I'm not going to just fuck it up, fuck the whole time. It's tricky. It's tricky, but if it wasn't for the Jason Kilar and the AT&T owner, I don't even know these fucking guys' name. I just know Jason Kilar because everybody says Jason Kilar. Look, at the end of the day, I don't give two shits about any of these fucking people. Just get the goddamn universe restored. I don't give a shit who you are, what your level is, what you do, what this part of the studio does, what branch deals with this. Sarny Tits does this. Emmerich does that. Hamada wants this. Oh, please. You already got too many cooks in the kitchen. When you work in a place like I work in retail, you've got a manager and an assistant. That's it. You don't have a manager, an assistant, a third, a fourth, a sixth, and this one makes the decisions on that. Get the fuck out of here. That's the problem. That is the fucking problem with this whole kit and caboodle, along with ego and pride, because right now the ego is saying, no, we weren't going to allow you to do this back in the day. And then the pride part is saying, no, not while I'm still here. Hamada is only around till 2023. And then that also makes you go, HBO Max isn't where it's supposed to be right now. We all know that. They've only been around a year. Not even, like, what? HBO Max been around a year and a half, not even. And I think on one video I said 2 years and I was wrong. But, you need content. You need original content. You need all that kind of stuff. Now, I've been on plenty of streams. I've said it before. Like, why don't you create an animated series of Injustice? You're seeing what Invincible's doing. Invincible's fantastic. You're seeing what every other streaming platform starting to do. they're copying exactly what Zack Snyder started doing back in the day. Okay, so and what is it that you're trying to aim toward? You want to compete with Marvel. You never compete with the other company. It's not a competition. This is really not. You know why? Because Marvel's been beating the shit out of you all for fucking ever. And I'm talking about Warner Brothers. End of story. It's been going on for like, what, 20 plus years? You don't think so. However long it's fucking been going on, or not even 20 years. I mean, over like 30 movies, I'd say. Close to 30 movies. They've shit on you. But here you go with a unique property, okay, in Zack Snyder's universe, the Snyderverse, as we all like to deem it. He had a 5-story arc. He had the Justice League implemented into the Superman story, and that was going to take precedent, and that was going to introduce tons of characters where you were going to be able to branch them off. And then you were going to create that multiverse, because within Justice League, all they do is talk about the multiverse. You see Flash run back time. You get to see a little glimpse of the Speed Force and what he can do. You had Green Lanterns. You had... I mean, he added the Martian Manhunter. Originally, it was just Green Lanterns. But you had the old gods, the new gods. You had it all. And you shit the bed with it. You shit the bed with it. You didn't take this advice.
What is the most inspiring thing I ever said to you?
Don't be an idiot. Changed my life.
That's what happened to y'all. You know, and now with every slander thing that you come out with, you want to call a fandom toxic, right? The word toxic. Can you do me a favor with the word toxic? Can you learn how to use it? I mean, this is what goes on everywhere in life, at your own work, at home, especially in the news and sports, whatever it is. You always get a narrative. They take a narrative and they spin it, they flip it. It could be one person that says something stupid, or maybe like a group of like 3 or 4. I guess a group would be 4, right? 4 people, say. And you'll take 4 people and you'll label an entire fan, or say an entire sports team, right? 4 players on a sports team, and say that team is toxic. Anybody that goes to that team becomes toxic. No, that's incorrect. You're talking about 4 people, but you don't want to single out those 4 people. That's not a fun narrative. That would end fast. You would get the culprits, right? Oh. No, you want to play a narrative. You want to put a little bomb, like as we used to call it. Who's going to be the grenade when you're out in the club? Who's going to be that guy that can blow up everybody so they can all scatter so you can get who you want? So here you go. They've done nothing but throw grenades. Done nothing but do that. This is a very classless company being run by a few people that suck. They're in charge and they suck. It's apparent. There's nothing good about what they try to do. You keep throwing around the multiverse that you want to do. Now you want to sit here and, okay, you want to use his characters that he created, that he casted, that he found. And now you want to take them and spin them into what you want to be like Marvel. Now, I'm not a comic book reader, but you can pick up a Marvel comic and a DC comic and see the difference right away. I'm not saying Marvel doesn't have dark stories, but DC is grounded with its godlike superheroes, villains too. It is dark, gritty. Marvel's more popsicle sticks, bubblegum, all that kind of crap. It's not that it doesn't have serious tones in it. Like I said, I like the MCU stuff. I never hated it. I always enjoyed it. I watched all the shows, and I look forward to what they're doing. Let me see what you're gonna do. Entertain me. Give me some stuff. But for some reason, WB, we got it. We have the entertainment. You want money? You want the money? The money's right there. Now, when I say that, here comes the flippity floop. Well, I didn't pop that right. I still can't get that. That's all right. That's all right. But all right. So the money's there, right? We know that they can make money on anything, Snyder. I mean, look at what he's about to do with Army of the Dead for Netflix. So we know that the man's a cash cow. Like he can get you, he can give you what you need. The one thing I don't know if everybody's putting their thinking hat on and like putting aside the fanatic part, like put that fan part aside. The difference with restoring the Snyderverse now for us is the fact that you have to start from zero. Okay, you're not building off 5 hours of stock footage or like whatever the hell it's called. You know, he had 5 hours worth of filming done, and then he had to finish the VFX and all that. So they saw what they could do with that. They're like, okay, we can work with this. But then remember, we heard Zach wanted it to be released as a series. Obviously, that's the way he cut the movie. And they're like, no, can't do that, because they had to pay every actor each episode they were in, and they could have been in multiple episodes depending on how it was cut. I think it was supposed to be like 4 episodes. So okay, I get that. I'm fine with. I don't care. That doesn't bother me. But now we want it restored, and there's no reason they shouldn't restore it. But here's the fun. Here's like that tricky part. And I don't know if everybody like puts their hat on to think about it. Like I said just 2 seconds ago. Do you think they're going to want to sign Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, Henry Cavill, Jason Momoa, Ezra Miller, Jeremy Irons, Jared Leto, Joe Manganiello? I think I finally said that right. I think I finally said Deathstroke's name right. Manganiello. No. Manganiello.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
If I didn't, I'm sorry. But and the list goes on. Ray Fisher, and then voice actors. Are they gonna do that? I mean, is there a profit for that? Now, this is me looking at the business side of it, not the I want to go and rage to the universe here. It's an interesting thought, right? And say we can finally get it greenlit. When do they start shooting? Because if you're gonna have to work out all the logistics and all the numbers and pay the directors and the VFX people, there's a lot of coin that goes in with all this stuff. So maybe that part is interesting, and that's when I start to say, okay, I want to restore it, but do we recast? I know nobody wants that. And I think that's where everybody gets a little bit lost. Everybody forgets that these actors are tied into a lot of other things. Even though you haven't heard any of their projects announced, they might already be signed on for other projects that are going to give them their cash, exactly what they need. And guys, these are actors. I know everybody wants Ben Affleck back. But guess what? Nobody wanted fucking Ben Affleck when he first was cast as Batman. So haha on everybody, because I was someone that did not care. I was like, cool, sure, he'll kill it. He's whatever. Oh, no one knew who the fuck Henry Cavill was. Gal Gadot, everybody was having a shit fit when Gal Gadot was cast as Wonder Woman. So like when it comes to everybody like sucking on their dicks and licking their tushies. I don't care about the actors when it comes to that. I really don't, guys. Just get me someone that could look the part and act. That's about it. Because I don't know if you can restore the fucking universe and sign on all these people. That's where I don't think there's a profit. So that's where it gets a little bit interesting, right? You know, it's a very interesting thing. And I don't know. I really don't know. And you know what? This is kind of an irregular thoughts. But that's okay. That's okay. Because we are ranting too. But at the same token, we are irregular thoughting it up right now, right? We're kind of giving like those irregular thoughts on can they do it? So yeah, as I was just going on about that, that kind of felt like an irregular thought because I'm not really ranting at the moment. I'm a little subdued. Been going through some shit. I've been having to hold back anger and at work. I've had to handle things in a professional manner. You know, and it's not even about me. It's me defending Miss Hope Productions over there. And it's like, that's why they give you that thing, you know, kind of shit where you eat, but that's doesn't matter when you have a feeling between two people. You just got to take it and you got to go with it. Because you only live once, y'all. Why do I always say y'all? I always say y'all too much. I'm not even from the South or anything. Everybody thinks I'm Canadian. I'm not fucking Canadian, but you know, it's what it is. So, like I was saying, it's an interesting thought, guys, ladies. I want this thing restored to no end, okay? I'm with you. I just don't take to the internet every day. I don't do live streams every day. I don't have the time. I like to do other things. I like to work out. I like to keep it buff. Keep it buff. Yeah, you got to pump it up. But you know, it's how do we get these actors back too? I mean, I can see Ray Porter, I can see Ray Fisher. Ezra Miller's tied into other things. So like we wouldn't get this fucking movie probably for like three years or series. It's not gonna be a movie either, guys. That's the other thing I think that everybody needs to remember. This isn't gonna just be restore the Snyderverse. It's not going to the big screen. That's not going to happen. So obviously we need HBO Max to, you know, AT&T to step it up, and it has to come directly from them. This whole thing has to come from them. And they weren't around when this whole thing started. Yes, the talks and the mergers and all that stuff was going on back when they were shooting Justice League, but nothing became official for a while. And that's why all this kind of craziness fucking shit happened, because it was all about fucking money. I mean, what isn't about fucking money with people at the end of the day, especially in Hollywood? So, you know, I just, I get like a little, I don't lose faith. I don't lose any kind of hope, but I just look at it from a logical standpoint. And I'm like, as of right now, no, I don't see it happening right now. I don't. Because they're doing everything and anything they can to diminish and ruin Spirit. And that's not me losing faith. That's me. I've even said income. Like, you got to keep fighting. You got to keep doing that. But like, it has to happen under calculated timed events. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't do that, if you don't time it right, it means nothing. Okay? Everything in life is timing. There's no right time to do something, you know, so that's like a contradiction to what I just said. But, you know, it's like that moment you see an opportunity, boom, just fucking take it. But don't scream to the internet thinking that just because we're saying restore the Snyderverse that this whole thing's gonna blow over. It's not. WB is really taking a lot of fucking steps to gut punch the hell out of us. I mean, every time I hear about, like their multiverse plan, or they talk about the Flash movie, or about who else is gonna star in it, I'm just like this.
Oh, no, 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 no!
That's what it comes back to. It really does. I just don't want to hear about any of that stuff. But I was giving you more like irregular thoughts as we were on an irregular rant a little while ago. Just on, can we get the actors back? Is it going to make sense financially? And I'm not sitting here defending a studio. I'm looking at the realization of they might have to recast. And it's not going to be on the theatrical screen. It's going to have to go on streaming as a series or a streaming movie, however they want to do it. But that's where it's going to have to take place. And when you think about that platform, right now, do they have the exact coin to sign all those people to all these contracts? I'm not sure. I don't know. But that's just me speculating. So I have no idea. Now I want to get back to some motherfucking ranting. So let's change that shit back. Let's get back to that. Let me change my little guy up top. My little dude up top. All right, let's rant a little bit too now. So we talked about that. Honestly, YouTube, to all those fucking channels with the I'm having a guest from the Snyder Cut or this, that, the fucking other, or if I'm having bullshit writers for certain websites come on and act like they have exclusives, do me a favor, knock it the fuck off, okay? You're in an extremely interesting time right now when it comes to what's going on with this whole thing. There's no need for you to take to the fucking internet and put a stupid fucking thumbnail that makes it look like you've got some new news on what just happened, and I'm bringing in this motherfucker from his website, and he's got an inside that says The Rock, what's his deal, and what's going on with Justice League going 4K. Oh, Marvel does it better, but shut the fuck up. I mean, goddamn. Zack Snyder has another movie coming out, okay? It's called Army of the Dead. He's got an entire fucking franchise on Netflix coming out. And all we can do is sit here and fucking point out the goddamn negative of everything. And it's really fucking annoying. It really is. I'm really getting fucking tired of everybody. I mean, my God. Yes, we still can do hashtag restore the Snyderverse, but stop with the fucking streams every day about some exclusive that's not a fucking exclusive, or drudging up old news and spinning it into new news, because that's all I see right now. I don't see anything new. I don't hear anything from The Rock. I don't hear anything from Henry Cavill, except for when he was coming to defense of the fandom, saying it's not toxic, it's passionate. Gotta get that thumb in the right spot. But you know what? A lot of these channels, y'all just want clicks, okay? You just want your clicks and your fucking views. That's all you want. That's all you want. You need to feel important. I get it. Yo, guess what? You're talking to fucking avatars over the internet, okay? And then you're giving them false hope. Don't do that. Okay? And you're taking their fucking money. Jackasses. You're no different than me. You sit at fucking home. Actually, I don't sit at home. I work just under 50 hours a week. I'm sorry, 6 days a week. and then I do this and a host of other things. But most of y'all that come out with this shit, you sit on your fucking ass all day and you do nothing. Nothing. And then you try to fucking steer people in. Like, dude, you don't know what all these movies mean to people. Look, I'm just a guy that loves entertainment, okay? I like the comic. I grew up with all this shit, so I love it. I love that we're getting everything this way. It's amazing. It's fucking, I geek out all the time. But, you know, a lot of people that tune into all your channels are coming in because they think that you're actually giving them something. So if you're bullshitting them or, I'm just stating what could, yeah, but your thumbnail says something different, doesn't it? Your thumbnail makes it look like you got something new, but you don't. But you got them all in there, and then you got to spin words. Stop honey-dicking people. Stop it. There's been no new news. There's been no new news on any of this shit within the last month. Nothing. There's been nothing. There's just been a lot of motherfuckers speculating like assholes. So you all need to put that shit, get a little box, and make sure.
Put the bunny back in the box.
Put your weak ass ideas back in your boxes, okay? Because when something new is going to come out, we're going to hear the Snyderverse is restored off an actual website, off the actual trades or whatever the hell it is, or Zack Snyder himself comes out and says it, or Jason Kilar, or AT&T. But until then, y'all full of shit. All of you. And you just need attention. And it's fucking sad. But yet you guys are all out there making that money, which is funny as fuck. And you act like, no. I appreciate everybody. Right there. You don't appreciate nothing. You like the coin that goes into your pocket. End of story. Stop acting like you care about everybody, because you don't. That kind of shit I can't stand. I don't like phony people. Okay? I don't care if you agree with me. All right? I'll go on any stream, talk. You know, I don't give a fuck if you have 20 million years of comic book knowledge. Good for you. I guess you didn't have a lot of sex in your life, or you didn't date a lot of women, or you didn't go out and party. You just read comic books. You know, I don't care. I don't need to have direct adaptations, or his costume doesn't match that, or the show's great because his costume was exactly the way it was supposed to be. What? You serious? You fucking serious? Oh. Like I said, I'm just like in a mood, guys. I could have did this live, but I didn't. And honestly, WB, you just really need to start asking yourself certain things.
Whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing.
You did an idiotic move. You released a trailer for your anal league, and you thought that was a good idea. And it's done nothing but get historic thumbs down. It got panned by critics. Yet, you're still trying to promote it? Huh. All right. Cool. Whatever works for you. All you did was get the fandom going more. And that's not going to stop. It's going to continue. If not, you just amplified it. And the fact that you amplified it is interesting. So it's like, all right. You know, because it was kind of going down. You know, people weren't really able to talk. Like I said, nothing has been new. Nothing's been new, but you just made it new. You just brought this to a new level. Okay, Zack Snyder came out and talked about this. The actors have come out. I know Ray Porter has. You know, well, Twitter lost its mind, but Twitter always loses its fucking mind. Twitter is always losing its mind, and I'm still yeeted from there, but Twitter is.
This is madness. It's madness, I tell you, for the love of God, Monica, don't do it!
So, honestly, I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm kind of excited to see what WB does next, because they're gonna do something stupid, and then everybody's just gotta be able to go out there and
Because I spit hot fire.
because that's what we do. We go and do that, and then eventually, maybe down the road, it gets restored, guys, and we're gonna burst through walls. And get that shit going. But anyway, like I said, I don't really have anything else to say on this. I don't have a panel. I don't have any guests. This is just a recorded live. Well, it's not even live. Well, it's live, but it's not, live. So, yeah, that's it. There's a lot of different avenues. Just keep up the fight. Stay classy. And we'll see what happens. Maybe it comes back. Maybe it doesn't. We don't know. But the one thing I do want to say to everybody is celebrate the movies that we have right now. At least we have 3 parts of the 5-part arc. Okay? We were never supposed to get that 3rd part. So I think it's important that we stay positive on that. We get excited for Army of the Dead. And don't let it die. Restore the Snyderverse, baby. So guys, ladies, go hit that like. Go hit that subscribe. Because why wouldn't you want to? Become a part of the Irregular Nation and take a ride on the irregular side. Cheers.